It's such a great city, such a great basketball city.
New York basketball, we're not always the best, but we appreciate it the most.
Basketball and street ball in particular is definitely a culture. You have the Kingdom games in Harlem, you have the Rucker, you have the Dykeman games that actually became bigger amongst time. West Fourth is the legendary cage, and you have people who actually play there on a regular basis. And I think the place you play is the place you kind of play.
Probably not a park that I didn't play on growing up. And we used to go block to blocks. Manhattan, Queens, Brooklyn, they know me. They know my name and I know theirs.
Where you play ball is where you play ball. We don't switch barber shops. We don't go to another Chinese place. Every single different basketball place, there's people behind it that actually make it what it is. You can go to any park and you could actually just watch some of these people play, and it's like, these guys have style.
I've been down here playing ball for 34, 33 years, and same with James Speedy Williams. But yeah, you come out and people just gravitate. It's New York City basketball. Everybody wants to watch.
Out here, you have to finish. Whatever you start, you have to finish because you're being judged by it every day.
It's not the fact that how good you have to be, it's how much heart you really have, because if you don't have a good game, you're going to hear it.
This is where you're either going to make your name or you're going to lose it.
It's like being in the garden, and it's like, the difference is it's like a block party.
They have soul in what they do. They have creativity, the way they move, the way they, the way they trash talk, the way they go to the hole. That's all. That's all embedded in them, and that's art. Basketball for me is my childhood, in a sense of the Knicks rivalry with the Bulls and the Pistons and Magic and Bird. How I would definitely try to shoot at least 200 free throws a day, and I was actually pretty good once upon a time. A few minutes ago I was just speaking to someone and they were just saying how they play every single day, and I actually back in my mind, damn, I missed that. When you were a kid, you did something. Either you were nice at ball or you were nice in art, or everyone had something they kind of did. Like, do you do music? Do you do art, or do you play ball?
How do you be a lead singer within a group? You have to be able to harmonize, you got to be able to blend, and at times you have to be able to stand out.
Everyone starts an artist. It just, for me, just one of those things that actually just never left. For me, art is everywhere. Like, graffiti is part of the landscape. Like, what is New York without graffiti? What is New York without actually writing on the wall? You have your own, ideas, and you're not really looking to the next man, or you're not looking at a client. You're actually just going straight from your brain to the paper, and I think that's what a good street ball player is, right? They're just putting the ball to the pavement. When you see the culture in New York City, you kind of looked at it from a postcard perspective. You have like the art on the walls, and you have the packed basketball court. It's really a part engraved in New York City culture. There's actually like a good quote. It's like, there's a difference between a painter and an artist, right? Like a painter could paint anything, good. He's a craftsman, he paints. But an artist, he creates. He has an idea, he has his own flow, he has his own rhythm, he has his own voice. And that's the same thing, on the court. You see Michael Jordan, you see Magic Johnson, they had their actual own rhythm. They perfected the art of basketball. They understood the fundamentals of basketball. But the way they moved, the way they shot, the way they went to the basket, that was all their own art. That was all their own rhythm, that was all their own voice.